Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the Daily D. Today's topic is self-awareness. So yesterday I had the opportunity, every Tuesday we do an ops meeting. And at that ops meeting I bring all my operations and leadership team together. And we do about a 30-minute call on whatever I feel is important, I guess. I mean, definitely we have some announcements and we definitely do some talks about business, but more importantly, I like to give a talk about something that I believe is very valuable and pertinent to the current state of our business, to their current mentality, some of the things that I see as challenge points or chokeholds in our business. And yesterday's topic was self-awareness. Now, self-awareness is the ability to reflect on oneself honestly. Let's put that word honestly in there, because I think that's one of the challenges that I faced many times in my early years, and even sometimes today, where I believe that I understand myself. I believe I know what I'm doing. I believe I have the answers, and that self-awareness really helps me understand myself better. For an example, as I talk here, even for an example, I speak here on this video. After the video, I like to listen to the video, even if I'm not going to change it or edit it. I want to listen to it so I could see how my communication skills are improving or not improving. I like to listen to myself. I like to hear my language, my vocabulary, my structure, my sequence of words, my speed, the tempo, if you will. I like to hear all that. Why? Because I want to be self-aware. I want to be able to kind of critique, grade, improve upon whatever it is that I'm doing every day. And it's a very challenging thing to do that, by the way, not just to listen to myself. That's hard for me, but I think it's hard to grade ourselves. I think we'd much rather let others grade us, and we let others grade us by their approval of the things that we have or what we do for a living, how we look. People grade us, and then we allow those grades, if you will, to dictate how we act, who we are, who we become. So we let others' opinions of us become our reality, when in fact we should not allow that and just focus on us. So I'm going to give you some tips that I gave them, and hopefully this will help you get a little better at self-analysis, self-awareness. Now, before I get there though, let's talk about self-conscious. Now, self-conscious is one of those paralyzing words. It's one of those statements that, if you really understand it, what happens is when you are when you really become self-conscious, it means that you're so stuck on not looking a certain way or doing a certain thing that you don't actually do anything. You're so self-conscious. You're like, oh, I can't wear that. I can't do this. I can't be there. I can't hang out with them. I can't drive that. I can't be there. I can't go there, right? Because you're so self-conscious. You got to get out of that. There's a difference between self-conscious and self-aware. And self-awareness is really a high level of thinking. In fact, the most successful people in the world are going to be very self-aware, very self-assessing, if you will, all the time. How can I improve upon me? So here's some tips, right? So first and foremost, to find areas of your life that you want to improve upon, that you know you need to improve, and take an assessment. Like, for an example, public speaking. This is one thing that most people are afraid of, or maybe some people aren't afraid of it, but they need to improve upon it. Why don't you record yourself? Why don't you publish something and then watch it? And really grade yourself. Am I working at the right tempo? Am I speaking at the right tempo, rather? Am I saying the right vocabulary? Did I use filler words? Did I use made-up words? Gotta, kindas, like'a. Gotta make up words here, but did you use filler words? Did you make up words? Did you not? Did you stutter? Did you lose track? Did you lose focus? I'm sorry if I keep touching my face. I have sweat. I'm sorry. But think about that, okay? Now, what about maybe a self-assessment or self-awareness of your physical body? See, this is a very big pain point for many of us, right? Including myself. I'm always trying to improve upon that. But how do we know that we're actually improving it? How many times have you actually measured anything other than a scale? How many times have you measured body fat or body mass or, size of muscle groups, muscle mass? How many times have you done that, right? How many times have you judged your speed in a mile and actually gauged it against previous times? You see, these are things that become self-aware. They become self-evident if you're not doing good or you're doing bad, if you will, or if you're doing great. How many times have you done that? Self-awareness, right? You have to be aware of your improvements or your shortcomings. Why? It's part of taking responsibility for the consequences, the actions of your life. It's part of becoming a better person. And you know what? Many people can define better person as any way they want. I'm here to tell you, the only person that can define better person is you, to you. And I've done that through many ways, and I'm still doing that. I don't want to ever stop, and neither should you. So self-awareness, self-assessment. Now, I'll tell you that yesterday we had this talk as well, right after that, about something called a person of influence. And a person of influence is a term coined by my personal coach, Coach Michael Burt. And he talks about how somebody can be an influential person in the community, in the world, how somebody looks to you as, or that person as somebody who's influential, right? And a person of influence is very self-aware. They're constantly looking for some way to improve themselves. In fact, I believe persons of influence move fast. They're very decisive. They don't dilly-dally around things. They make decisions. They make them quickly. They move fast. They have high skill sets. They have deep networks of people that they can call upon whenever they're in need of something. These are people that you aspire to become, but you can't be that without being self-aware. So I challenge you today. Let's take an assessment. Why don't you step back and say, what are the areas of my life that I need to improve upon? And what am I going to do to assess that? Is it communication? Is it physique? Is it finance? Really, I mean, you could do a finance analysis. You could take how much money you have in the bank, how much do you make? Do a budget. Are you happy with it? And by the way, if you can't put money in your savings account every month, that means you're living outside of your means. And so that means you need to assess that. You need to figure out ways to cut some of the things that you're using your money on that probably don't benefit you. Take a self-assessment of your finances. Take a self-assessment of your physique, your body, your health. Take a self-assessment of your communication skills. Take a self-assessment of your experience, your education, right? These are things you can do. Now, I only bring this to light today because I just celebrated a birthday, many of you know. And in that birthday celebration, I wrote down some goals for the next 12 months. I also reassessed my previous 12-month goals. And I wasn't happy with some of my progress. And I had to self-assess. What are you doing? Why aren't you reaching your goals? What are you doing right now that's not making you do that, David? I have to write those things down. And that's a self-reflection, that's self-assessment, that's insightful to myself. Because really, who else is going to do it? Who else is going to sit down with me and say, David, tell me why you're not doing this. Tell me why you're not hitting your goals. There could be somebody, I got to pay them, right? That's fine, I can do that. But who better than you to tell you? Who's better? I hope this helps you guys. My ultimate belief in life is that we can't get very far on our own. We can't get very far on our own. But we can't get with others without first understanding ourselves. So I hope you understand that self-awareness, self-assessment is a very big part of who you want to become. And I wish you nothing but success, health, wealth, and most importantly, freedom. Thanks, guys.